Hey everyone, welcome back to Glass Seats. This is Viddy.
And my name is Mrinal. And on this episode, we got Avalanche talk.
Oh yes.
And we got to talk the Avalanche main man, Nathan MacKinnon.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been crazy on most of that roster, but what MacKinnon is doing this season, unreal.
Wild. Unreal.
I've never seen something like this before. I've never seen a man score multi-4-goal games in a single season.
Oh yeah.
Unreal. So
sorry, I shouldn't say wild. It's the Avalanche.
Right.
But, this episode is being recorded on Wednesday, March 27th, so all stats are as of that date.
Yep.
But MacKinnon has 123 points on the season, passing Joe Sakic at 120 points for the Avalanche record.
Why do you do this?
Why do I do this? Because it's not actually the franchise record.
Okay.
Because
so
you're
still including Quebec.
Yes.
Okay.
This is how the NHL does records.
Okay.
It goes with the franchise, right?
Okay.
So Thrasher's records count for the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Old Jets records count for the Coyotes.
Mm-hmm.
Nordique's records count for the Avalanche guys.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed because I saw this on Twitter, Reddit. I forgot where I saw it, that MacKinnon broke this record.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, he has the franchise record. And then I looked it up. No, he does not. He has the Avalanche record.
So you, the stats guy, and you got really pissed off about it.
Yeah, this is bad data management. He is still behind Peter Stastny twice in 81-82 and 82-83 for points in a season. But he could catch.
I was going to say, that means he's not that far behind.
Yeah.
He's pretty, I mean, he's definitely going to break the 82-83 record, it sounds like.
Yeah, he needs one more point to break that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, 139, 123, it's not that much especially for this guy. Like we just said, like the guy's been scoring 4 goals a game.
16 points in, how many games does he have left? He has 10 games left.
Yeah.
Doable,
easy.
Tough.
Yeah.
Doable.
What I'm more interested in, I don't know if you've been keeping track of this, is Gretzky's had a point in every home game, the 40 home games, but now it's like an 82-game season. So there's a realistic possibility a Gretzky record is broken this season.
Yeah, if MacKinnon scores in every home game remaining, he'll beat the record.
At least 1 point, yeah. And he's done it so far.
So far, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. It would be really cool to see it, just because we're growing up. At least you hear all these unbreakable records, or you say, oh, that record will never be broken. Now we have Ovechkin possibly breaking this. We got him, a record on the line this season with MacKinnon.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a great time offensively for hockey, I would say.
It's a great time to be a hockey fan.
Yeah.
At least for the on-ice product.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen those NHL ads, the golden era is now, or the golden age is now?
I think so, yeah.
It's true.
It is true, yeah.
Like, we're back to the scoring of Gretzky's time.
Have you ever watched, just kind of related to it, but have you ever watched just old highlights from games we thought were just super iconic?
Like Gretzky highlights?
No, not necessarily that far, but let's say like definitely Reebok or CCM jersey era. So like 2000s or 2010s, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
The game was so much slower.
Oh, it was way slower.
I was like, you could see everything.
And like, we don't notice because we saw the gradual increase in speed.
Yeah.
But like, when you go back and watch like mid-2000s games, it's like watching them play in like molasses.
Yeah, I went to an Avalanche, I think it was the Avalanche Senators game back in like December sometime, and we had pretty good seats. It was pretty close to like the glass or whatever, and Cale Makar is so fast.
Oh, they're all so fast.
It's unreal.
I went to a Sharks game this season. The Sharks, who are right now bottom of the league.
Yeah.
And they were fast.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane how fast NHL is now.
Yeah, because you think about, or you see teams like San Jose just kind of at the bottom of the standings, and you're like, I'm sure so-and-so team, I'm sure my beer league team can beat them on a really good night. I was like, no, you can't. No, you can't. They're in the professional leagues for a reason. You're in beer league for a reason.
Matt Rempe would dangle your beer league.
Yeah, which is astonishing. Yeah. I mean, that's how good these guys are. So
I love the story of, have you heard the story about Marty Turco, the former goaltender?
What was the story?
So there was some guy on Reddit who said, hey, Marty Turco plays in my beer league. And he absolutely destroys all of us as a forward.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, yeah, of course he should. Oh, no, man, that's
Marty
great.
Turco, the goalie, destroys beer league as a forward.
So that's just his part-time gig.
And he's plays really for fun.
Yeah.
And he's, not even the position he played in the NHL. That's how good these guys are.
Yeah.
Or just how athletic they are.
Isn't that annoying, though? Like, you're just trying to have a good time, and fucking Marty Turco just shows up and just ruins the vibe for everyone.
I guess, I don't know.
You're like, dude, you're supposed to be amazing in the net. He is amazing in the net. And like,
So, I mean, I guess it's better than him playing net and you never scoring.
Okay, yeah. At that point, you break the stick and go home.
But let's get back to MacKinnon here.
Yeah, sorry. Side tangent. Yeah.
MacKinnon with 123 points is also tied for the scoring league this season. So, do you think he could win the Art Ross trophy for scoring? His competition is himself at 123 points at 10 games left. Nikita Kucherov of the Tampa Bay Lightning, also 123 points with 11 games left.
Yeah.
And Connor McDavid of the Edmonton Oilers, 119 points with 12 games left.
MacKinnon, I think, will win if McDavid feels like giving it to him.
So no, he's not winning.
No, I think McDavid is going to take this. Let's be real. I mean, because I've been watching this race for a while, and McDavid, the Oilers had their horrible start. We all remember that. But McDavid slowly crept up the standings. I remember when when I first started checking, he was 77th in the league. Yeah. And now he's just incrementally going up. And keep in mind, he's had 25 goals this season, which is an off year for him, which is shocking. So this man might hit 100 assists in a season and actually just take it just based on assists alone.
Yeah.
And he's got more games on him too.
Insane.
That shouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be possible. It's not. So yeah, I want to see MacKinnon win it. But realistically, I think McDavid's going to take it on game 81 or 82.
Do you think it matters to MacKinnon, McDavid, or Kucherov that they win this?
No, they're all aiming for a cup here.
Okay.
But Kucherov is kind of, last episode you were talking about Boston Me the Pasta show.
Yeah.
The Lightning are the Kucherov show this year. Let's be real.
Yeah.
He has been that guy this year.
So he might win it just because he has to. That's the thing about MacKinnon, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to take it easy to rest for the playoffs, he has some support.
Right.
With Mikko Rantanen, Nichushkin's been really good this season.
Yeah.
And they just got a bunch of people at the deadline who have been good. McDavid and Kucherov, if they're not on, their team's losing.
Yeah. But I don't know. I have a hard time believing that MacKinnon would, just mentality-wise, just how he is as a person, as a player.
I mean, maybe it's not him. Maybe it's Jared Bednar who reduces his ice time.
But with this much on the line?
What's on the line? Who gives a shit about the Art Ross?
I mean, yeah, that's true. Ultimately, yes, he cares more about a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
But it's still nice to have, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. It's different. For me, this is different than the President's Trophy. This is like a personal accolade. It affects your future contracts. It affects your own future legacy.
Let's talk about another accolade then. Mm-hmm. Do any of these guys win the Hart Trophy for league MVP?
I want to say MacKinnon. I want to
say,
yeah. Because
you don't think the fact that the rest of his team is good hinders that?
I mean, a lot of teams or a lot of previous Hart winners had really good rosters around them too, right? So
I always feel like the Hart goes to that player that stands above their roster.
Okay, then if that's the case, then it's going to Kucherov. Mm-hmm. It has to go to Kucherov. Who else would it go to?
McDavid.
No.
It's one of these three guys.
He has Leon, though, right?
I guess.
And he had Kane, and he's had Hyman put up 50 goals.
If the trophy was truly the best player in the league, it'd go to McDavid every year.
Yes.
Right?
But that's boring, right?
Yeah.
It might happen still. This is all just speculation.
So the actual definition for the trophy is the player who is the most important to their team. So I think with that definition...
It could go to McDavid then, yeah.
Yes, because the Oilers without McDavid are who,
Yeah.
Or who are the Avalanche without MacKinnon?
Yeah.
They still have Rantanen, Makar,
pretty good,
Nichushkin.
but not cup contender good, yeah.
And who are the Kucherov, or who are the Lightning without Kucherov?
Yep.
Sorry, who are the Kucherovs?
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Kucherovs this year.
That answers it, right? It's Kucherov's winning the Hart.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's got to be... Yeah, personally, I'm going to say Kucherov. I mean, that man is... Right now, the Lightning are in a wild card by a thread. They could catch Toronto. But Kucherov is the one dragging them there.
Yeah.
If he was injured, this team, I don't think Lightning is a playoff team, honestly.
Not a playoff team?
I think they would miss, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what happened to Braden Point.
He's been good, but not Kucherov good.
Yeah.
He's same with Stamkos. He's been good, not Kucherov
Stamkos,
good.
We know, has had injuries and struggled to come back once in a while.
I wonder if that's affecting his contract too.
I mean, yeah, he's up at the end of the year, and there hasn't been any noise about an extension, so who knows?
Yeah,
that's an off-season question. But yeah, I think for this Hart race, looks like it's either Kucherov, and maybe he can even win the Art Ross.
Yeah. It would be cool. I'm biased here because I'm tired. The Max Verstappen effect, I really don't want to see Connor McDavid win. I'd rather see that man win a cup before I see him win another Art Ross.
Of these three, he's the only one without a cup.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, that really depends on if the Oilers show up in the playoffs. Question I actually had for that. So we've seen teams like Vancouver be good all season for the most part. We've seen the Oilers be absolute shit and then go on an insane run in let's call it the back half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think going into the playoffs because of that super hot run, that would just lead to more momentum in the Stanley Cup playoffs?
I think that run was too long ago.
You think?
It has to literally run you into the playoffs.
Okay. And like a winning streak almost into the playoffs.
Yeah. So they've been good, but not that good.
Okay.
But there's 12 games left with the Oilers.
Yeah.
They could get that back.
Yeah. So in that case, with McKinnon, with the Avalanche winning, they won 9 and they recently lost to, I think it was Montreal, to not get the 10. But still, a 9-game winning streak at the end of the season.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good, right? Like,
yeah.
So would you say that could lead to a deep run?
Yeah, I could see it.
Okay.
Right now, out of these 3 teams, like Tampa is clearly the worst.
Yeah.
Out of them, which feels weird to say, but
insane.
It is.
Yeah.
I think the Avalanche also have a better chance of going deeper because I think their opponents are easier.
Okay.
The high end of the Pacific Division is tough.
Yeah.
Vancouver, Vegas, Edmonton, it's tough.
Yeah. So you're saying there's going to be a lot of battle done for them because they're a central team?
I think they would rather take a matchup against Dallas or Winnipeg than one of those other teams.
Yeah. I mean, both of those teams have been scary good, but
yeah. But if I'm looking at this, I would rather play Dallas or Winnipeg than Vegas or Vancouver.
Yeah. Or Edmonton, right? At this point.
Yeah. Or Edmonton.
Yeah.
So in that way, in terms of a playoff run, I think the Avalanche have a better shot.
Yeah.
But I would not count out McDavid and the Oilers either.
Yeah, it's too early to tell. I mean, yeah,
10 games is too much to talk about winning streaks.
Yeah,
you can start a winning streak with 5 games left.
Yep. And the same way we were debating the President's Trophy winner in the previous episode, this one the only thing I'm pretty sure of is this will come down to game 81, 82.
Oh yeah.
So
we will keep an eye on it, and we'll talk about all the awards at the end of the season.
Buckle in, folks.
If you like this episode, drop a like on it. If you want more, hit subscribe. We got 3 episodes out every week. If you're listening on audio, if you could leave us a rating or a review, helps us grow the show, and we'll see you next episode.
Bye.